Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe, like and hit the notification button. Today I'm going to be talking about 10 amazing facts that South Africa has and some other amazing things South Africa has. So don't go anywhere, stay tuned. So before digging into the 10 amazing facts about South Africa, I would like to tell you guys some common facts about South Africa. South Africa is a country that is diverse in nature and it is a beautiful destination to visit. It is a place where you visit and you'll be treated to warm hospitality. South Africa has emerged from a dark past to becoming the rainbow nation where locals and travelers across the world would like to visit, and there's lots to talk about South Africa. Just stay tuned and let's dig into the 10 amazing facts about South Africa. So my first point for today is that South Africa has 11 official languages. South Africa being the rainbow nation is so evident that before they can call them the rainbow nation, it is obvious that they have different and mixed cultures. Being the rainbow nation, it means that rainbow means like the coming together of different colors. So it is just relating to the coming together of different cultures. So in South Africa, they have 11 official languages, and this is one of the amazing facts about South Africa. So I'm going to be counting the 11 official languages from the first one to the 11th one, and the first one is English. The second one is the Afrikaans. The third one is isiZulu, moving to isiXhosa, isiDembele, Sesotho, Northern Sotho, Setswana, Siswati, Jivenda, and Sitsonga. So these are all the 11 official languages that are spoken in South Africa, and it has been discovered that every South African citizen can speak more than one of these languages, and the most popular of it is the isiZulu, and the second one is the isiXhosa. And that is isiXhosa. It is the same. The fun fact about isiXhosa is that isiXhosa is the language that is being spoken in the Marvel movie Black Panther. The Wakanda people in that movie, they spoke isiXhosa. So you can see that South Africa language, South Africa culture, everything is just as diverse and it's as beautiful as and as colorful as South Africa is. So this is the first amazing fact about South Africa. It has 11 official languages. Most other African countries have one, like Nigeria. We have just one official language rather, and it's just English. Just one official language. Imagine South Africa having 11 official languages. It is an amazing fact. So let's move to the second amazing fact about South Africa. So my second point for today about South Africa is that South Africa is a wildlife wonderland country. There's a lot of wildlife to explore in South Africa. South Africa has just 2% of its land, like the surface of the earth. South Africa is just 2% of it, and it has 10% of the world bird, fish, and plants, and about 7% of the world mammals and different animals. So South Africa is a country whereby you have a lot of wildlife to explore. It's not that giraffes and lions and elephants are running around the street, but wildlife is not far away from those cities. South Africa is a place that when you visit, you have you even be eager to visit those wildlife areas, so you can have the opportunity to see the lions, the giraffe, just have opportunity to see the wildlife in South Africa. That's a very, very good wildlife, and wildlife is part of the tourist attraction that drives people to visit South Africa. When you visit South Africa, just visit the wildlife areas in South Africa and you will see how beautiful and how diverse the country is. It has different animals, different birds, different species of same animals, and lots of animals in South Africa. So South Africa is a country that has a wildlife wonder. It is a wildlife wonderland. When you visit South Africa, don't forget to visit the wildlife areas in South Africa. It is something that is very, very easy and easily accessible to explore. There are different companies that take people to travel tours and stuff like that that take people to those wildlife areas, and just have to pay them, and they'll take you to the wildlife places, the park and the national parks, where you can have the experience to explore different wildlife areas in South Africa. So this is my second amazing fact about South Africa. So when you get to South Africa, don't forget to explore the wildlife areas. So my third point for today is that South Africa is the only country in the world that has three capital cities. And the reason why South Africa has three capital cities is because the way South Africa is being governed. Cape Town is the legislative capital, while Pretoria is the administrative capital, and Bloemfontein is the legislative capital. So South Africa has three different capital cities, and South Africa is the only country in the world that has three capital cities. Isn't that amazing enough? Imagine a country having three different capital cities just in one country. And the reason why they have three capital cities, I've said it earlier, is just because the way South Africa is being governed. They divided their government region to three different places, three different capital cities. That's how South Africa is being governed. And the way they do it, that one of those cities, they are going to, like, the government and the lawmakers are going to be in one of those cities for 6 months in a year, and the other 6 months remaining in the year, they're going to be in another city just to govern the whole country. Imagine having three capital cities in one country. That is so amazing. So my fourth point for today is that South Africa is the only country whereby two Nobel Prize winners lived on the same street. Vilakazi Street in Soweto is a street whereby Archbishop Desmond Tutu and Nelson Mandela, both of them, they were Nobel Peace Prize winner, and at some point in their lives, they lived on the same street. So Archbishop Desmond Tutu won his own Nobel Peace Prize in 1984 for his non-violent attitude towards the apartheid regime. 9 years later, in 1993, Nelson Mandela shared the Nobel Peace Prize with South African then President F.W. Clark. And both the presidents then and Nelson Mandela, they both shared the Nobel Peace Prize for bringing a peaceful end to the apartheid regime. Then, a year later, Nelson Mandela became the first democratic elected president in South Africa. You can see how amazing facts South Africa is, how factual and how amazing South Africa can be when it comes to amazing facts. So South Africa is an amazing place to go to, and they have different amazing facts. So my fifth point for today is that South Africa is the country whereby the first ever heart transplant was completed in Cape Town, South Africa, and it was done by a South African doctor named Dr. Christiaan Barnard. Christiaan Barnard was the doctor that did the heart transplant on December 3rd, 1967 in an hospital in Cape Town, the Groote Schuur Hospital in Cape Town. It is the hospital where the heart transplant took place, and Dr. Christiaan Barnard was assisted by different surgeons, nurses, and the laboratory assistants. So the first ever heart transplant was completed in Cape Town by a South African doctor named Dr. Christiaan Barnard in an hospital in Cape Town. Isn't that amazing? That is very, very amazing. The first ever heart transplant, the heart transplant was completed in an hospital in Cape Town. So my sixth point for today is that South Africa is the home to one of the oldest mountains in the world. The Table Mountain in South Africa is one of the oldest mountains in the world. It has use about 260 to 600 million years old. The Table Mountain in South Africa, Cape Town, is very old. It's one of the oldest mountain in the world. Imagine a mountain that has been in existence for 260 to 600 million years. That's huge. And the Table Mountain in South Africa is home to different plants and different species. The Table Mountain is one of the 7 new wonders of the world, and it is part of the 12 energy centers. The Table Mountain is emitting spiritual, electric, and magnetic energy. Isn't that amazing? South Africa having one of the oldest mountain in the world, a mountain that has been in existence for more than 600 million years. Bro, that is amazing. So my 7th point for today is that South Africa is that country where you can take one of the highest bungee jump. The Blackmans Bridge in South Africa, it is 216-meter high, and it is a place where people go to and they'll jump and soar down through the air towards the Blackmans River. So anybody that likes doing the bungee jump, if you want to jump down from the bridge that is 216-meter high and just soar through the air, you jump from the bridge and you soar through the air towards the Blackmans River. So people that like jumping and the adrenaline junkies, people that want to boost their adrenaline, South Africa is a destination for you guys. You just go to the Blackmans Bridge, then you jump and soar through the air towards the Blackmans River. So this is another thing that drives people to South Africa, because that is another tourist attraction for people that like doing the bungee jump. So that is another amazing fact about South Africa. So my 8th point for today is that South Africa has one of the largest wine yard and wine estates in the world. South Africa produce different kind of wines and variety of wines. They have one of the biggest wine yards in the world. When I say biggest, these wine yards, they are very big. South Africa has more than 500 wineries that is registered in South Africa, and they produce a variety of wines, and all these wine yards and wineries have collected so many awards on wine because they produce different wine, and wine is like a source of revenue for South African government, because South Africans and many people invest in wine in South Africa, and they produce lots of different wine. One of the biggest wine yards in the world is located in South Africa, and that is very, very amazing. And those wine yards is a place you can visit. Those wine estates, they are a place you can visit when you go to South Africa and explore those wine yards and see how big they are. And you see different variety of wines are being produced and exported from South Africa across the world. So South African government make money from wines, and one of the biggest wine yards in the world is located in South Africa. So my 9th point for today is that South Africa is that country that has different landscapes. It is a country whereby we can explore different landscapes, and you can travel around the country because they have different landscapes, and you can enjoy more than one holiday in South Africa. It's a country where you can explore different places and you'll be like, am I still in South Africa? Because the landscapes are so different that they vary from one another. Like there's a lot of differences in those landscapes because South Africa is a very, very big country, and you can explore the country, explore the different landscapes, you see animals, you visit the national parks where you can see wildlife, and it's just so amazing that one country has different landscapes that are totally different from one another. So it's just so amazing, and it's another amazing fact about South Africa. So when you visit South Africa, just make sure that you explore enough and you visit the different landscapes in South Africa. You have the chance to visit different places, different cities, and you have fun. So this is another amazing fact about South Africa. So my 10th and last point for today is that South Africa is that country that is the cradle of humankind. Archaeologists has discovered human remains in a Sterkfontein cave northwest of Johannesburg. So, and all these human remains, with the way they calculated it, it has been more than 2 million years old. So South Africa is the cradle of humankind, and since UNESCO has discovered that South Africa has been the cradle of humankind, UNESCO has made that fossil site to be one of the cradle of the name the site, the fossil site, the cradle of humankind. And that is very amazing to have discovered that South Africa has been like an evolution to humankind. So, and these are all the amazing facts about South Africa. So please don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification button. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.